What up, Carmelita&Family?
Grand Rising. I'm just back on here because I just look, it's raining. No. I started a YouTube video earlier, but I deleted it from my phone, and it erased as it was downloading to get to YouTube. So I never done that before, and I thought once I hit the processing button to go to YouTube, I thought that was done, so I could erase it at that point. I just got a call from the mechanic, and he was at first he told us to come Monday, and he looked at it Monday, but just as he was saying, the bolt, it's a bolt that's connected to the power pressure hose, and he was saying it's in a hellacious spot. It's damn near impossible to break loose, but he was like, he doesn't like to be defeated. So he's looking at it as a challenge to get off. So he said he's definitely going to work on it. Then he told us to come back yesterday, and yesterday he had so much going on, so much to do, and he couldn't get it done. That is Ryan, my son, as y'all seen in my short. That is my baby boy. He is 8 years old. So yeah, so he was saying it's just in a hellacious spot and he couldn't get it off. But yesterday I just got off the phone talking to him, and he was saying that he is definitely going to get it done. He said he's trying to look for a part to get to it. So he said he's not trying to brush me off at all. And I was just like, thank you. I just thank you for everything that you're doing. And I said I just didn't want to I was like, I'm not trying to bother you or anything. I was just calling you. I was just texting you, because I texted them, what time did you want me to come up today? I said I was just texting you to let you know that I'm moving out of this hotel today because I can't afford it, and that we're taking our stuff to Bob's house, and my kids and I will be sleeping in the car. And I was like, just until we can get everything fixed, we're done with the car and everything else like that. And he was like, oh, I understand. And then he was like, just by hearing that, he said, since I'm out here now looking for the part for your car, looking for the piece for your car to get that bolt off, he said I will be out asking people, do they have any available spots, or anything that you and your kids can move into. And then he was like, at least looking for a nice place. And I was like, it doesn't even have to be top of the line. It doesn't even have to be nice. Just as long as it has a bed and some running water. That's all. I said, I just don't want to sleep. I don't want to have my kids sleep in the car. I said, because if it was me, I wouldn't mind. I'll sleep in the car all day, but I don't want my kids to sleep in the car. It's getting cold down here. It's dropping to like 20 to, I think the lowest I've seen it's been about 19 degrees after 11 o'clock. So, it's been really cold at night, and I don't want my kids to go through it or whatever. So he was like, he completely understand it, but he was like, he said on top of him looking for the piece to get that bolt off my car, he's going to look for a place that we can stay so we don't have to sleep in the car. And I am so grateful for that. And that's why I said Alabama is nice. It's a small town, but once you talk to somebody that knows somebody, and they put their ear to the street, it's wonderful. It's like I was telling my friend girl the other day, it takes a village to raise children. It really does. Like and that's one thing.
I've heard that saying before. It takes a village to raise kids.
And it really does. I'm like, ever since I've been away from Charlotte, I'm understanding that saying more and more and more. I literally understand that saying. Because when I was in Charlotte, North Carolina, I took advantage. I didn't go spend time with my family. I stayed away from my family. It was just work. And then when I wasn't working, I was either spending time with my kids or having me a drink. And I was just like off in my own zone. So now it's time for me to get back to basics. I'm just like, I need to get back to basics and learn to know that it takes a village to raise a family. excuse me, I put a GoFundMe up on Facebook and Instagram, and one lady donated $25. I am extremely grateful for her. I don't know who that is, but I'm thinking it's a lady from Maryland, because I'm originally from Maryland, and I'm thinking it's a lady Dawn from Maryland. I'm not really for sure, but I am just like so grateful. Then I when I used to work in Charlotte, maybe like 5 years ago, I worked at a warehouse with this girl named Brittany. She talked, and I loved her personality. Like, it was just so bright and so bubbly. I loved it. And she talked so much. She talked enough for the both of us, because whoever knows me, when I'm first meeting you, I am very quiet. I'm very standoffish. I am just assessing the situation, assessing what kind of person you actually are, so I can know how to move and I can know how to talk to you, because I'm just that type of person. And she wasn't. She was from the beginning. And I like that, I don't mind that at all, just because I'm not that person. But once you do get to know me, I do talk a whole lot. But and then sometimes I gotta learn to sit back. Even when you do know me, I have to sit back sometimes and just listen. And that's been another one of my major problems. But it sucks the fact that I humbled myself enough to put a GoFundMe page out there in the way I put it out there. And to know that I have family on Facebook. I have associates on Facebook, and people I've known for, upwards of 20 years on Facebook, and to know that only one person donated. And I'm not saying, and I know people go through hardship, I'm not saying that they don't. And then I had several people actually reach out to me on Facebook saying that I'm going through some stuff right now and I wish I could donate to you. I really do, but I'm praying for you, and I hope that you and your family make it through this hardship, this tough time. And I wish I could donate to you. And I commend those people. Thank you so much for your words of encouragement, because they really meant a lot. Just the fact that you reached out and you said something, even though you could not, physically provide any type of money. And I completely understand that. But it kind of hurts, because I am human. The fact that my family didn't even, donate $1, 50 cents. I'm not asking for much. I said anything you can donate would be wonderful. And that kind of hurt a little bit, but life does go on. And then I have life does go on, and I will be okay. But like I said, it goes back to the fact that when I actually was in Charlotte, I completely isolated myself and my children. I kept us, at bay, at distance, because sometimes I wasn't in the right mind frame. I wasn't in the right state of mind. Sometimes I just didn't want to deal with the riffraff sometimes. And as I'm away, I'm learning, if they're your family, deal with the riffraff. Do it, go through it, because they're your family. Excuse me. And I completely get that now. I'm 37 years old and just now understanding it takes a village to raise a family. What else should I talk to you guys about? Like I said, we're about to sleep in our car for a couple of days, just until he's able to fix the problems. And if I can find a place here, I am more than willing to stay here, because finding a place in any state you go to, I think, is 90% of the battle. That is like 90% of the battle, because you don't have to pay an expense like a hotel every day or even every week. You're pushed out to a month where you're paying rent a month. And I think that's more than half the battle. And I can put them in school, and we can do it like that. And I just hope and pray that I have a couple people, like I call Bob, and Bob is the person who looked at my car the first time. Bob is the person who got me in contact with Pastor Howard. I called Bob and asked him, can we keep our stuff up there? And Bob said, yes, no problem. Then he gave me some other news that he's checking on. And he said he'll let me know something. But he said he won't be home until 1, so give him a call around 1, and then we can take our stuff up there. And he's just wonderful. Like, he's a wonderful guy. He said he's been through a lot. So, and he said he sees my drive, and he knows. And he said I can feel your energy, and I understand what you're actually going through, and I completely get it. So he was like, if I see that, and then he said, I also see that you're actually pushing for your children to have a better life. You're, at least you're there for your children. He said, he said, I know so many people that only think about their self, that only ask for their self, and
not their children.
Yeah, and not their children. He said they push their children off. They send them to homes, or they send them off, and so he's helping us out or whatnot, and I'm just elated about all of the help, all of the wonderful help that I'm getting from people I haven't even known for a month, and people are literally putting their ear to the street, and literally at least, just like I said, even just by them putting the effort in is just amazing to me. I'm just so elated by it, because they don't have to, they don't have to. I'm quite sure they know other people that can't get it right, or other homeless people, and they're choosing to help my children and not. So I'm so excited about that. And that's what's just by staying prayed up and keeping God first, and knowing that He is the King, and you're just a foot soldier for Him, and a foot soldier for Him and His doing, and living your life to His standard. Huh? Mm-hmm. I thought you said something. My bad. Do you want to say something to the people?
If you're at the youngest age as an adult, live your life to the fullest.
No, I think you should. I know. I wish I could turn my life around, because I think when you're young, I think you should get married. I think when you're young, like when you're 19, 20, 21, I think that's the time to find your husband, find your husband, find your counterpart, find the person that is literally out for you. Because as you begin to grow, that person will be right there with you. I do believe in struggle love. I do believe that that you should meet someone when you don't have much, because if you meet someone when you have everything, not saying that you will lose something, or not saying that you will lose it all, or not saying anything like that, but it's always a what if. And but if you meet somebody when you're down and you come up together, then even though your mind may change, don't get me wrong, because I know humans, we grow and evolve every day, and I know things may change in your life and things may differ, but you may change, and you will change, and you will grow, and you'll start to become a different person. But at least someone, at least that your counterpart was there with you from the ground. You don't have to wonder if they're with you for your funds or your money or anything like that. I was listening to Maxwell, which he's a real estate investor, and he's like so rich or whatever, but he went to I think Egypt, and found a woman over there, and she's a Caucasian woman, like of whiter skin complexion, which I'm not saying that's his life, do what you do, but she said she doesn't believe in struggle love. She doesn't. She said she would, and she's saying, and she was basically saying that she didn't say that I'm with you for your money, but she said if you didn't have money, I wouldn't. She said if you didn't have money, I wouldn't be with you. And I believe that's literally insane, because that's literally the definition of, that to me, in my opinion, that's the definition of a gold digger. Because why wouldn't you be with me if you didn't have money?
And gold diggers like to take your money, and then once they have your money, they leave you.
Exactly. So So Justin, and I'm not saying that he will fall off. I'm not saying that at all, because he's a very smart investor. So I'm quite sure he will have money for life. But I'm saying there's always a what if. There's always that factor. So what if, like, I'm speaking on the what if part. What if an investment falls through, or what if something happens to the point he loses everything? He loses her. So you have your girl. You have her, and she's saying all of these things about she doesn't believe in struggle love, and she doesn't believe in, like, starting from the ground. She doesn't believe in any of that. And for me, and then for her thing is as long as she stays submissive and she gives him what he wants, then she's good. But then I don't believe that, because, like, I think that you should, like, she does have her own thing going on. Like, she has a massive YouTube following. I mean, not YouTube. She has a massive Instagram following or whatnot, and probably TikTok following as well. But I'm not on TikTok, so I wouldn't know that part. But I believe that's literally insane. I think that's more, I think it's just messed up to, like, say that and feel that way. And he feels the same way. He says that I can't remember exactly what he was saying, but he doesn't believe in the struggle love either, because he was saying that when he was going through his broke part, he was in his mom's basement, and it was in his mom's basement, and he didn't date, and he didn't do any of that as he was struggling. In which I get that, but I would want to be with someone who understands the struggle. I will, like, me personally, I would want to be with somebody that understands the struggle, that understands, that will be here with me no matter what. And I feel that if you find that person when you have nothing, once you get something, then that person will stay with you. You will struggle together. You will struggle together, and you guys will get rich together. And like I said, opinions do change. Excuse me. Opinions do change. Minds do change. And everything else like that. So you guys will probably, maybe drift apart, or your mind will probably change as you get older. But I think as long as lines of communication are wide open, and you can communicate effectively. If you can communicate effectively, then I don't think anything will change, or not change, but I don't believe that you guys will drift apart. I believe that you guys will stay together, because I believe if you started from the bottom, then you'll have that foundation of knowing where you guys came from. But anyways, anything else you would like to talk about, my son? Go check out our short. It was hilarious. I said that I think children need to listen to their parents 100% of the time. I believe that with every fiber in my body, because in this day and age, and every day and age, that you need to groom your children to be the best them, to be the best that they can actually be. And I'm talking about in life. The way this life is, you need to literally be grooming your children to definitely first and foremost listen. And the reason why I say listen, because if anything shall happen in this world. What if you're warning your child, like, stay here, do this? What if you're warning them, like, to stay out of harm's way? But if they don't listen, they're going to do what they want to do and end up dying, worst case scenario, or getting hurt, worst case scenario. But by having a non-respectful child, or a child that doesn't listen, to me, it's a recipe for disaster. It is a recipe for disaster. Because, like, I think, like, you should be grooming your child how to do mathematics, how to read, learning how to study, learning about credit, learning about building, learning about learning about their future, preparing them for the future. And if you're not doing that, what are you doing with your child? Playing all the time? Being their friend? No, thank you. I do not sign up for that. You're grooming your child to be the best adult that they can be. So when that they get older, they don't have to struggle. When you listen, when you're a child, when you do what your parents say, as long as they know what they're talking about, as long as they have your best intentions, as long as that, because I know a lot of people who don't have their child best intentions. I know a lot of people that's jealous of their children. I know a lot of people, they don't care about their children. So for me, listening is key. It's key to life. It's key to life because you can, it's key to life. It's key to life. If my mom actually taught us the fundamentals of just being adults, or just teaching us the fundamentals of reading, math, and listening, I think her kids will be better adults. We would have been better adults. But that time is long and gone. It's long and gone. So I believe that I can do it with my children. I can teach them the fundamentals of life. And listening is numero uno, number one. It's number one, no matter if your child likes it or not. My son was we were watching a YouTube video yesterday about the child, not like his mom, the son, I think he was like 7 or 8. He was playing a prank on his mom where he
was
disrespecting her. And I don't think that's a prank. Like, it's so disrespectful to play a prank on your mother like that. Like,
and the worst part about it, for Christmas, he said he wanted a new mom.
He also said he wanted a new mom. Just blatant disrespect. And it was a prank. And I don't think that you should, that's not, it's a fine line between child and mother.
I don't get how that's a prank.
Or child and parent.
You're disrespecting him, and at the end of the video, he said it's a prank. How was that a prank?
He was disrespecting her the whole entire video. And she just stood by and acted like it was all good. She's like, why are you saying that? Why are you saying that? Acting like his friend. I am not your friend. I'm not. I am here to groom you for life.
The only thing she did the only thing that she did that was really not hurting him. He was sitting on a chair, and then he just moved him. While he was moving him, he said, no, you're not, no, you're not, no, you're not.
Exactly. She was playing with him the whole entire time. I won't even give my children room to do anything like that, to even think of anything like that. But he must do that a lot with her because, or like he skates the line of disrespect with her because she was just looking at him, and kept on telling him to fix his face. Like, I'm like, fix your mouth. Like, don't play with me like that. That's not funny. You're not a grown up. You're just a child. You rely on me. I don't rely on you. You rely on me. So for me, my parenting is completely different. I don't believe in the disrespect. I don't, and I will not tolerate it in no child. I don't care if you're not mine. I will not tolerate the disrespecting children. I know so many parents who do, and I'm not one of those parents. Like, you're not going to walk all over me. I'm not going to walk all over you. You're going to respect me, and I'm going to respect you. That is how it is. It is not a prank to disrespect your parent.
And the only thing nice that he said, they were doing an ASMR, by the way. And the only thing nice that he said when they were doing the video, he was trying to get a napkin, and she kept on saying, napkin what? Napkin what? And then he said,
reached over top of her. They were sitting at a table eating a mug. They were having doing a mukbang. He reached over top of her to grab a napkin.
Like this.
It was all of it was beyond disrespectful. It was cringeworthy for me to watch. I hated every second of it, and I couldn't even do it. Like, I felt so bad for her as a parent, because you are opening those lines. I mean, you're letting him skate on those lines now. Just imagine when he gets older, you know? Just imagine when he gets older, the disrespect that he will bring to you on a consistent basis. You're letting him skate now. So for me, I don't let the skate go on now. So as you get older, you will know, when it comes to me, you don't disrespect me. I'm not your friend. I am not your child. I am not your toy. I am none of that. But on a lighter note, keep God first. Know he is king. Love on your children. Love on yourself. Showers on to your whole life. Did that make sense? Showers on to
No.
Okay, I can't forget the showers part. But yeah, love on yourself. And remember that it takes a village to raise a family. Peace out. Can I say peace?
Peace.
Bye, YouTube.
One piece.